Welcome to Gainesville, Florida, and the swamp, where, as they like to say here, only the Gators come out alive. This place is cranked up and ready for a big game today. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the third-ranked team, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Gators will kick this away to start us off. And here's the return from just inside the 25. Brought down at the 29. That's where we'll start the drive. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Play action here on first down. And look, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, that one's picked off. Can he take it all the way? And that's a solid return after the interception.
For the first play of the game, the defense comes up with a turnover. Good job of mixing up their coverages, showing one look, going to another. I think they confused the quarterback. He puts it right into coverage, and they're able to capitalize.
And it's a bunch formation. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. It's a quick grab. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Receiver in motion now. First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand.
Okay, ready?
3rd down play for this offense. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Now, 4th down.
Well, they're going to go for it, try to keep the drive going. 4th down and 7.
29 Philly. 2-9 Razor. Flip it.
From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he finds his target. He has the first. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Second down after that previous play. It's an option look. Defense all over the option play. Quarterback couldn't even get the pitch off.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Finds his man, has the first down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start, to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
And they tack on the extra point. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick from the very first play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented.
Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, Volunteers. There was a foot race and he won it.
Number 0 in the end zone.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And there's the point after.
The extra point is good.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Number 18 sets it kicking away.
Returner decides to fair catch this. The Gators offense retakes the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Snags the quick throw. Doing up for the first down to the 37. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
He'll hand it off. Breaking tackles. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound,
And it's really solid defense on that play.
And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field. And that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the returner will be brought down. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
That's just good, hard running by this back. And, man, they've had some good ones over the years. Go back to Jamal Lewis, who was on that 98 National Championship team. Travis Henry, Arian Foster. Boy, Chris, some big physical backs come to mind when you think about the Tennessee Vols.
The defense says not again. They wouldn't let him get loose for the scramble. Brought him down for a short gain. Getting set. Here's second down. Hand off to the single back. The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Makes a spectacular diving catch.
Was complete on the throw. That's the end of the first quarter. The score tied at 7.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Inside the 30 now. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
It's a shotgun run call. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The ball's lining up here on 1st and 10. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vols.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. That's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
14, 7.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. He's got it down at the 25. And he's into the end zone. But there is a marker down, so hold everything. Easy choice to decline the pass interference call, and the touchdown stands. Now the all-important extra point. And the PAT is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there.
And the Tennessee offense will take over 1st and 10.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Past the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Tennessee, number 0 with the catch and score.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Returner looking to make a play here. And they've got the returner corralled.
Oh, man. In situations like that, just take a fair catch or a touchback. Now you've hurt your offense by giving them poor field position.
The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Ball handed off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustment? And he's going to float this one to the right side. And it's caught at the 10. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 28-14 game. Now they get set to kick it away.
Tennessee 28, Florida 14.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Offense ready to start this drive. He'll hand it off. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Quick throw to the left. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They're going to run the option. Pitches to the back. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Provo. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Provo. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. And the Gators will have 1st and 10 here. The back's got it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Loses 1. Second down coming up.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The ball is picked off. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike. The ball is loose. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble. The Volunteers hustle to the line to run the hurry out. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Tennessee.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Finding space at the 20. And it's good for a first down to the 36. But they trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Solid run, tackled with a 45-yard run.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. And looking for a big play here. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And the junior gets home, making a sack there. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Tennessee, 28. Florida, 14.
calls will kick this away to begin the second half. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Florida offense retakes the field. And they get the second half started with a running play. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. The Gators will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. It's incomplete. There is a marker down on the field. Let's check out that call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. And he throws his third interception of the day. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Pressure is coming. Fires it on the move. The QB throws his third pick of the day. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. The only thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That's a bullet pass to the left side. It's picked off again, the fourth for this QB today. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Well, at this point, the offensive coordinator has to think about going to the other quarterback. That's his fourth interception in this game alone. He's throwing the ball in the coverage, and the defense is making him pay for it.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy is as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
He knocks this one right through, and they add to their lead. So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. The Gators offense retakes the field. This drive is important. The last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking to make a play deep downfield. The catch is made, And he does get the foot down the road to catch a big gainer. The Gators come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Here's the target, and it's complete. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the Gators pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Going the other way, can they catch him? Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Vols.
Hey, everybody's going to celebrate this interception by this defensive back, and he made a great play jumping on it. But let's not forget why he was able to make that play. Quarterback got hit as he was releasing the ball. That's what put the ball up into the air and allowed them to come up with that interception for a touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Coverage team brings down the returner. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. He hands it off from the gun. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Makes a quick catch. Gets some space around the 30. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
The Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on first down. Short pass finds the tight end. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. The Gators will crank up the tempo.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to throw yet again. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Florida. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. And he doesn't make it. The try is stopped short, but there is a flag on the field. So let's see what that's about. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Finds room at the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
Caught quickly. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Tennessee 38, Florida 20.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. The ball is caught. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. The Gators looking to run some tempo here. A handoff from the shotgun. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Touchdown, Gators. Still no answer for this offensive machine. And now the try here for the extra point. Quarterback flashing the speed and that touchdown run. That's almost unfair, Kirk.
I think out of all the quarterbacks in the entire country, this guy might be as fast as any of them. Why not utilize his speed when he can make defenses pay for it? It's a great design play and a nice touchdown.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. They're looking to build on the lead football in their last possession. Rolling to his left outside the pocket. He's got a receiver wide open here. Tackle made after a big gain.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So, nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Second down play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
On the run here. Lets it go. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Boy, a questionable call there on 3rd down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Now you got a big decision here on 4th down and short.
Here we go on 4th down. Nope, he is stopped short. So the defense gets a turnover on downs, desperate to try to cut into this lead.
Wow, Chris, I don't know. You got control of this game, and you go for it here? A little bit confusing. Why even allow your opponent any chance of anything? Finish out the win and just punt it away.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. And now the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Oh, and he's got it down inside the 20. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Here we go, 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. And the running play gets stuffed. They're going to mark him right at the 1.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that is going to bring up 4th down now, Chris, and it is critical that they not only go for it, they got to pick up this 1st down. You're down by a couple possessions. You can't fool around. You got to keep this possession as long as you can and put this ball eventually into the end zone.
And out comes the field goal unit. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 1st down here for this offense. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. On the move, looking deep. Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Volunteers are going to cash in here in the red zone. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Got a lane. Can he get in? He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. An extra point makes the lead 15 here in the final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Tennessee 45, Florida 30.
This one will be fair caught. The Gators offense retakes the field. The last possession they moved it but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Defense is coming after him. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. Enough for a first down at the 37. The Gators hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long.
Here's another interception. We're losing track. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Past the 20. Touchdown, Volunteers. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Tennessee 52, Florida 30.
And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Bringing pressure. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
They look to throw it here on second down. And this pass is caught.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Big gain, moves the ball in enemy territory. They'll spot it down near the 31. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to throw again. The pass rush closing in. Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be second down now.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film.
And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
You know, run it here. That's the running back with the ball. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. There might not be a sweeter feeling in college football, Kirk. You walk off the field knowing that you have taken care of business and beaten a rival.
Nothing better than that. That's one of the feelings that you'll never forget. For everyone in this program who supports this team and played on that football field, they'll never forget this win. A well-earned victory and bragging rights until they play again.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.